Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing another foundation review for you guys. This is not a first impressions. I've tried it out a few times and I did a 12-hour wear test. Really? I did more like an 18-hour wear test, but you won't see the 18-hour mark, but I'll tell you about it. Anywho, I'm going over the new Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-hour foundation. I am in the mood to try out foundations, and Tom Ford and Too Faced are definitely helping me out. If you haven't seen my recent Tom Ford, TRACELESS Perfecting Soft Matte Foundation review, I will leave a link to it in the description box. But today we are talking about another matte foundation from Too Faced at less than half the price. As per usual, I'm going to give you guys the information and then I'm going to demo the product as well as show you guys the 12-hour wear test. And then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on how this performed throughout the days that I have been wearing it. All right, I'm jumping on to Sephora's website and I'm going to take this out of the box. By the way, I grabbed the shade Light Beige. And I was a little concerned that this was going to be the wrong color for me because it is described as a light with neutral undertones. And I am not light. My body is actually very dark right now. My face is extremely pale, but if I match my face, then it just looks completely off. However, this to me, I don't have the original Born This Way foundation anymore. I don't remember what shade I had in that, but this is definitely like the perfect shade for me. It's not as light as my face, but it's not as dark as my body, so then I'm able to kind of go right in between and then bronze everything up. So I like this shade a lot. One of the things that I thought of when I first saw this bottle was just anticipated the Born This Way concealer doe foot whenever I opened it, but luckily we have a pump and you are getting how many ounces? 30 mils, 1 fluid ounce, the standard amount for foundations, and it is 40 doll hairs. What it is, a life-proof foundation that controls oil and keeps you looking flawless for up to 24 hours. And nope, I have not tried this for 24 hours. I do not sleep in my makeup. The coverage is medium, the finish is matte, and the formulation is liquid, obviously. And the skin type that this is for, according to Sephora, is everybody. Normal, dry, combination, and oily. I'll tell you what I think about that at the end. Highlighted ingredients, coconut water, not my favorite thing, but I know a lot of people do like coconut water because it replenishes skin moisture levels and stuff like that. But my skin can be very sensitive to coconut oil derivatives, anything like that. It's kind of like hit or miss. It depends on how much is in a product or, you know, where it is on the ingredient list. Sometimes I don't have an issue and sometimes I have big issues. Again, we'll talk about it. There's alpine rose and hyaluronic acid. We've gone over that as well. It's a lightweight foundation that provides medium to full, so you can build this up to full coverage. And it's non-acnegenic, waterproof, oil-free, and transfer resistant. It comes in a beautiful frosted glass bottle. I love the presentation. It feels really nice in your hands, but that really doesn't have anything to do with the product. So let's go ahead, get into the demo, and then the wear test. Now, while I'm applying this foundation, I absolutely thought that I was recording and I was not. So I had already dotted my face with the foundation and then I was like, oh, and I hit it. I saw the little red dot and we start blending everything onto my skin. This is really nice and thin. It's not thick and it blends out really easily. Definitely a medium coverage. It's smooth, you know, that word that I love. This feels really nice on my skin. I don't feel like it feels heavy or cakey or I don't know. You know when you could just feel a foundation and you're like, ugh. This one has, I almost feel like there's nothing there. Now I'm going to show you guys a close-up after I finished that one coat, just one coat, and it took about 2.5 pumps to go all over my face, down my neck, and behind my ears. So a little of this goes a long way. I mean, I take this all the way down and all the way behind my ears, everything when my hair, like if I don't have a wig on, you can see everything, so I got to make sure I'm covered. But close up, this is one of the smoothest foundations I've ever put on my face. And I'm not using that term lightly. It is so just like skin-like. It makes my pores look like they are non-existent, not blurred. This makes them look non-existent. I am like shocked about how beautiful this looks on my skin. I am just over the moon with the way this looks. I don't really think that the finish is matte. I think it's more along the lines of a natural finish. Yes, when I powder it, it goes a little bit more matte, but still not as matte as I would anticipate it being. Even after the powder, it still feels really lightweight on my skin. Everything blended out really nicely. I'm gonna show you a picture of my makeup after everything is finished. It just looks flawless. I really, really, really like the way that this looks on my skin. I have zero complaints at this point. Notice that little insert there, at this point. At the 6-hour mark, I had already done some errands that I had to do, like grocery shopping and stuff like that, and I went to Pilates. So this wear test is the day that I went to Pilates. I did my workout, I got nice and sweaty, all the things, and here is the 6-hour mark after all of that. Tell me this doesn't look incredible. It looks so incredible. The only thing that I can say is that right around my mouth, I started to feel dry, and I actually could see that it was looking more and more dry, just like right here around my mouth, like where the smile lines are. I could feel it throughout the day, and then I started to see it. And that, I don't like that. My skin is combo. I get oily in the T-zone. I can be dry to normal around the perimeter of my face. And for whatever reason, this foundation, every single time I have worn it, has started to it just kind of gets dry right around here. Now 12 hours. As you can see, I'm not getting any wear of the foundation. It's not coming off in any random spots. It's not getting patchy. It's staying in place. It's a little bit more on the satin side, which I actually really, really like. It's still very, very, very smooth. You guys know how much I love that word. My pores look incredible. Nothing is budging. The only complaint I have with this is, again, my mouth just got more and more dry. I wanted to spray around my mouth so badly, but I was trying not to alter how everything was going to wear by doing that. I wanted to be able to actually experience the foundation. Now, when I went and I tried this foundation the other days, I used a spray, and that definitely helped. I just can't wear this foundation without getting dry around my mouth. I don't know what it is, but it just right around here, nowhere else, but right around here. And you get that, I get that tight feeling. And then I actually see it, and it's just not cute. It's not a good look. Today I have it on, but I have taken my sponge and gone around my mouth, and it feels so much better. It feels so much better. So that is what I have been doing when I'm wearing it, is I spray the bottom of my sponge and I make sure I get that extra hydration right around my mouth so that it will stay more hydrated. That has been my solution to this, and then I don't feel that tightness anymore. As I mentioned, I only did the 12-hour wear test, but I didn't take it off at that 12-hour mark. I went in my bedroom, I started editing and doing other things, and it didn't come off my face until wee hours of the morning. And it still was in place. So the 24-hour claim, I would say, is true. But again, I'm not gonna wear it to bed, but it was still in place and still looking nice, except for around my mouth area. As for the claims, medium coverage, I definitely agree with that. You get that with very little product, and you absolutely can build this up. It's just not something that I particularly like to do. The finish being matte, I don't think it is actually that matte. I felt the matte dryness around my mouth, but I didn't, like, it just looked more natural to me. Not satin until later in the day, but just natural. So if I was gonna say something about the finish of it, I would say it's a natural matte, not a full-on matte. And the consistency of it, let me show you, hold on. It's a little thicker than what the Tom Ford one is, but like barely. It's still not a thick foundation. It's not one that you're gonna put on your face and have to worry about really blending it out as fast as you possibly can so that it's not drying in spots and stuff like that. It's thinner and it's really easy to blend out. As for the skin types that this is claimed to be for, which is everybody, I disagree. I don't think this is going to be great for somebody who is truly dry, not combo, but like truly dry all over. You probably could, you know, use a spray, really hydrate your skin, moisturize or whatever, but this just isn't one that I would pick for somebody who is dry. However, if I'm wrong, please let me know down below. If you've tried this and you have dry skin, let me know. I'm very curious about that. But normal, combo, and oily, I do think that you will like it. It held my oils at bay on my pores very nicely. With that being said though, I do think that if you are really oily, you will probably have to do a little bit of blotting. I don't think it's gonna be something that's major, but I think that you might have to blot away a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna wear off of your face. Last comment before I let you guys go. Did this break me out? Unfortunately, it did. It did, and it breaks my heart because this foundation is so, like, it just looks so incredible on my skin. But because of the breakouts, this isn't one that I'm going to grab for like on a daily basis or back to back. This is one that I'm going to wear when I want my skin to look really, really pretty and then just deal with my little pimples the next day, retin-A, and then gone, you know, that type of thing. But the very first time I wore this, I got breakouts, and then I wore it again the next day and I got a few more. Nothing major, just whiteheads, but I just want to let you guys know in case you do have this sensitivity like I do and it's a little finicky like mine is. Yeah, this one, it did mess with me a little bit, but it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and it really truly lasts so nicely on the skin. Anywho, you guys let me know what you think. Did you like it on me? Did you not? Is there something you like better? Yada yada. Have you tried this? Let me know your experience, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.